welcome you all for a very good morning, my dear children, and I welcome you all for the English online classes. Today, we are going to start a new chapter from your English grammar book, that is direct and indirect speech. Indirect speech is also known as reported speech. So, first of all, we'll see the meaning of direct and indirect speech. Direct speech, the words spoken by a person can be reported in two ways. They are direct and indirect. When we quote the exact words spoken by a person, we call it direct speech. So when we call a direct speech, when whatever a person is saying, exactly the same thing we are quoting in quotation, double quotation we are putting, that is known as your direct speech. That is, a person, we use direct speech to state exactly what someone has said. Like if I am saying, he says, I am doing my homework. So here I am doing my homework will be your in double quotation and it will be your direct speech. Why? Because whatever he is saying in the same way I am telling you, so that is your direct speech. Whatever a person says, exactly in the same way we are repeating the words or you are repeating the sentence, that is known as direct speech. And whatever a person is saying, if exactly we are not repeating his or her sentence, we are adding something from our side, then it is known as indirect speech. See, direct speech, Sohan said to Mohan, I am going to school. So this is direct speech. Directly they are telling, is it? We have not changed anything over here. Either we have put up the exact wordings from Sohan to Mohan in double quotation. That is, I am going to school. This is the definition of indirect speech. The exact words spoken by Mohan are put within inverted commas, but when we give the substance of what Sohan said, it is called indirect speech. That is, we may state what someone has said without using his or her exact words. That is your indirect speech. For example, and keep in your mind that direct speech, we put the words of the speaker in inverted commas, and in indirect speech, we do not in the indirect speech, if you want to mention to whom something is said, you will be using told, and if you don't want to mention to whom something is said, you will be using said that. Now we'll see the bookwork. We use direct speech to state exactly what someone has said. That's what I told you, exactly what someone has said. If you want to state that is known as your direct speech. And when we state what someone has said without using his or her exact words, okay, when we say that, okay, that person has said something, but we are adding from our side also, we are not taking his or her exact words, that is known as your indirect speech or else reported speech. And keep in your mind, it is given in direct speech, we put the words of the speaker in inverted commas. See the example, we are putting the words of the speaker in inverted commas. And in the indirect speech, there will be no inverted commas. Okay, there will be no inverted commas. And one more thing that you have to keep in your mind is that if you want to mention someone or something, like Sohan said to Mohan, Rita said to Ram, Ram said to Gyan, or Ram said to Shyam, like that, if you want to mention someone, at that time you will be using told in place of said. Like Mohan told, Sohan told. Okay, Mohan told to me, Sohan told to Shyam, like that, in which you are mentioning the other person or thing. But if you don't want to mention, something is said, to whom that something is said, if you don't want to mention that person, then you will be using said that. Okay, like the first one, rules for change of direct speech to indirect speech. First one, if the reporting verb is in the present tense, the verb in the reported speech is not changed. So, if the reporting verb, it is in the present tense, then what will happen? The reported speech will not change. That means, if the reporting verb is in the direct speech, this is direct, this is indirect. Okay, so if in the direct speech, the verb is in present tense, like doing, I am doing. So, it is present tense, is it? So, what will happen? In the reported speech, that is the indirect speech, it will not at all change. That's why example is given. He says, I am doing my homework. So in indirect, he says that he is doing his homework, not he was. Okay, he is doing his homework. In the same way, second one, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, like said, it is past tense. Here the reporting was in present tense. That's why we have used in indirect also present tense. But here in the second one, you see, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, so here said is the past tense, then what will happen? The reported speech is also in the past tense. If the reporting verb is past tense, reported speech will also in the past tense. That's why from changing from direct to indirect, we have used over here he said. It is said, he said I am busy. So he said that he was busy. Am will change into was because it is past tense. Next, the simple present changes to past simple. Simple present tense will change into past simple. So it is simple present tense, want. It is simple present, want. So what will be the past tense of want? Wanted, is it? So that's why it is given. He said I want a pen. He said that he wanted a pen. We'll have to go according to the rules, and for that you people have to remember the rules. You have to by heart it. Fourth one, the present continuous changes to past continuous. Okay, present continuous changes to past continuous. So what is the present continuous over here? Am going, G-O-I-N-G, going continuous, and am is your present because I given over there. So the present continuous tense changes into past continuous. So what will be the past form of am? The past form of am will be was, and going will be going only. And I is the first person, it will change into the third person, he. The question is, he said I am going out. So the indirect one, he said that he was going out. Fifth one, the present perfect changes to the past perfect. So here the present perfect had eaten, have eaten. So what will be the past tense of have? Had. So it has been changed into had eaten. He said I have eaten breakfast. He said that he had eaten breakfast. Sixth one, the simple past changes to past perfect. So what is simple past? Ate. Ate is your simple past. And what? So it will be changed into past perfect. So what will come in past perfect? Had plus verb third form, is it? So had will be there, and what is the third form of ate? Eat, ate, eaten. Eat, ate, eaten, is it? So what will come over here? Had eaten. He said I ate breakfast. He said that he had eaten breakfast. Seventh one, the past continuous changes to the past perfect continuous. So what is the past continuous over here? Was watching is past continuous. Was past watching continuous. So it will change into past perfect continuous. What is the formula of past perfect continuous? It is had plus been plus verb first form plus ing. That's why it has changed into had been watching. So he said I was watching TV. He said that he had been watching TV. So whatever I have explained you in the verbs, past, present and future tense, the rules, whatever we have seen, the same rules will be following over here. Okay. Next page, page number 87. May changes to might. If in the direct speech may is given, then it will change into might. This is direct, this is indirect. Can will change into could, will, would, shall, should. Okay. And if ninth one, if the direct speech states a universal truth, like the earth is round, can you change this? The earth was round or the earth will be round. Can you write? No, it is a universal truth. It's a fact which we cannot change. So the things which we cannot change, like the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, we cannot change. Okay, so all these things which are universal truth which we cannot change, the tense of the reported speech remains the same. Like the teacher said the earth is round, the teacher said that the earth is round. No changes of was, is, all those things. 10th one, pronouns and their corresponding possessive adjectives in direct speech are changed into the same person as the subject of the reporting verb is in indirect speech. Like she said, I am busy. So she said that she was busy. I will change into third person she, and am changes into was. In some cases, they are changed into the same person as the object of the reporting verb. Subject and object you people are knowing, no? So, the teacher said to the boy, you can pass. So, here I told you, teacher said to the boy. Here, teacher is saying to the boy. So, what will be using? Two people over here, what will be using in place of said? Told. The teacher told the boy that he could pass. You changed into he because we are talking about third person. So, automatically when we are talking about first person in direct speech, in indirect speech, it will change into the third person. If we are talking about second person in the direct speech, it will change into third person in the indirect speech. If we are already talking about third person in the direct speech, it will be remain as it is in the indirect speech, third person. And what I told you, can will change into could. We have already learned earlier. So the teacher said to the boy, you can pass. The teacher told the boy that he could pass. Next, in certain other cases, they remain the same. Like she said, Arun is a liar. So she said that Arun is a liar. Next, when reporting a command or a request, the reporting verb becomes requested, advised, order. For this, dear children, you people have to read the sentence. And while reading the sentence, if you people think that here someone is giving command or somebody is requesting, at that time in place of said, told, all these things, what we will be using? If it is a request, how you will understand that it is a request? If please is given. Okay, and if it is a command, then by reading the sentence you can understand that it's a command or order. So in that places, in place of said, in the indirect speech, what we will be using? If it is order, we will be using ordered. If it is advice, you will be using advised. If it is request, you will be using requested. That what example is given? She said, please give me some water. Please. So it's order? No. What it is? It's a request. That's why it is given. She requested me to give her some water. Next, 12th one, when reporting a question in indirect speech, the reporting verb is changed to inquire or ask. This also is very important, as here also you people don't have to put said. Like this one, like the 11th one, here also you will not put said. What is given? That when reporting in the reported speech, in the direct speech, when you have seen that they are asking questions. Okay, so in the indirect speech, what will happen? We will not take said, we will take asked, and the question mark will change into full stop. Okay, so when reporting a question in indirect speech, the reporting verb is changed to inquired or asked. Either you can use asked or you can use inquired. The question mark is replaced with a full stop. And if the question begins with an auxiliary verb like if or whether are used. So here it is given, he said to me, are you a student? So he asked me whether I was a student. That's what it is given. If the question begins with auxiliary verb, if or whether are used. That's why we have used over here whether. And last point it is given, if the question begins with a WH word, the question word is repeated, but the question is changed into a statement. So if the sentence is having the question starting with WH means whom, what, where, which, all these are WH words, questions. So what happens? The word is repeated, but the question is changed into statement. Turn the page number 88. Like he said to me, where are you from? So he asked me where I was from. Rest the sentence will be same. Next, time and place expressions are changed as follows. Like if in direct sentence, if it is written today, then in indirect it will change into that day. Tomorrow will change into the next day. Here will change into there. Yesterday will change into the day before. Last week will change into the week before. Now will change into then. These will change into that, those. Ago will change into before. That you have to keep in your mind. Okay. Now, just after it, you can able to see complete the following sentences in indirect speech. Now I will be doing one question. 1 or 2 questions I will be doing, then you people have to do it by yourself. Okay. Total 10 questions are there. So first 5 I will do for you, and then you have to do by yourself the rest 5. First one, complete the following sentences in indirect speech. First one is, I have finished the report, sir, said Suzanne to the manager. So what will come over here? Already the starting of the sentence. See dear children, here the starting of the sentence is given. But in the exam, I will not give you the starting of the sentence. Only the question will be there and the full you have to solve. Full you have to write. Told, asked, inquired, whatever is there, you have to write. The starting of the sentence you will not get. I'm already clearing you. So I have finished the report, sir, said Suzanne to the manager. So here Suzanne is telling to the manager. So told will come because 2 people are talking over here. So it is given. Suzanne told to the manager that she had finished the report. That she had finished the report. Next one, Beena said, I bought this painting yesterday. So Beena said that she had bought that painting a day before. She had bought, because I told you yesterday means what we have to use, the day before we have to use. So what will come? Beena said that she had bought the painting the day before. She had bought that painting the day before. Then third one, the patient said to the doctor, I am suffering from fever. So the patient told the doctor that he was suffering from fever. He was suffering from fever. Okay. Then fourth one, I want 2 kilos of sugar, said the man to the grocer. So the man told the grocer that he wanted 2 kilos of sugar, full stop. That he wanted 2 kilos of sugar, full stop. In the same way, fifth one, the tailor said to the lady, I will try to sew the dress by Friday. The tailor told the lady that she would try to sew the dress by Friday. Because lady, the tailor is telling, the tailor can be a man or a lady, but most probably for the women's, we are having the lady tailors only. That's why I have told over here she. She would try to sew the dress by Friday. Next, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9 and 10, you people will be doing by yourselves. Next you see page number 89. Change the following direct questions to indirect questions. So here the questions are given, and I told you when you are asking questions means what you will be using? Asked you people will be using. Most probably asked only we people are using whenever we are asking questions. And what is the other thing that will come in the next part of the sentence? That is if or whether. If or whether. Okay. So the first one. My neighbor said, do you need my help? My neighbor asked me whether I needed any help. I needed any help. And the question mark will remove from here and we'll be putting up a full stop. Next, Nisha said to me, are you busy tomorrow? So Nisha asked me whether I was busy. What will come? Tomorrow? No, in place of tomorrow, what will come? The next day. I was busy the next day. Okay, next. Are you taking part in the program? The teacher said to the boy. So the teacher asked the boy whether he was. Okay. Third person we have to take in past tense. So whether he was taking part in the program. Okay. Next. Where did you find the car keys? Mom asked dad. So mom asked dad where she had found the car keys. Next. Fifth one. The stranger said to the little girl, why are you crying? So the stranger asked the little girl why she was crying. Why she was crying. Full stop. In the same way, sixth one, the salesman said to me, which dress do you want to see? So the salesman asked me which dress I wanted to see. So till 6th I solved for you, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th you people will be doing by yourselves. Okay? Keep in your mind that the answer starting is given over here, but in the exam you will not get the starting. So you people have to use your mind by seeing the questions that asked will come, if will come, whether will come, all those things. Next, change the following statements to indirect speech. Same thing. Open the box. The man said to the servant. So the man ordered the servant. Means these all questions are which kind of questions in which we have to see whether it's order or command or request or advice. All those things we have to see. Okay. So here, open the box. The man said to the servant. So here the man is giving order. So that's what is given. The man ordered the servant to open the box. Okay, second one, don't touch that switch, the man said to the child. So the man warned the child not to touch that switch. Okay, in this way we have to do. Then turn the page number 90. These three questions you people will be doing by yourselves. Okay, you have to do by yourselves. Advised, requested, all these things are already given, but in exam you will not get. So accordingly you have to do by yourselves. Next question D. Akhila has just come back from the doctor's clinic. There are a few things the doctor has advised her to do. Put them in indirect speech. So these are the points. Few things that the doctor has advised Akhila for not doing, and they are taking medicines regularly for doing. Okay, so take medicines regularly, eat slowly, chew well, drink 2 glasses of milk, drink plenty of water, don't eat spicy foods, don't take soft drinks, don't skip meals. So all these points are already given, is it? Now what you people have to do is that you have to change it into indirect speech, and you have to write down like the doctor advised Akhila to take medicines regularly. In that way you will be continuing and you will be doing your work. I hope you all understood what to do. You just have to see these points that the doctor has advised to Akhila, and you have to put these points in indirect speech. Like the doctor advised Akhila to take medicines regularly. In that way you will be continuing. So this will be your homework. I hope you all understood. So next chapter we will start in next class. That will be your last chapter, that is active and passive voice. And before starting the active and passive voice, that is your page number 91. You people go through the table of page number 91, and then according to that we will be studying this chapter. Okay? You people are not present over here in the class, otherwise I would have make you to stand over here and I would have asked you to explain me the active and passive voice as you people have learnt in class 7th, and then only I would have explained. But these all things are not going these days due to COVID-19. That's why this is the best way that I can only request you people to learn this table of active and passive voice, and then I'll be doing the explanation. Okay? Thank you, dear children. Have a nice day ahead.